Okay, hi. So I'm here with Zola and her dog Gigi. And yeah, we're on Bank Street. And yeah, I just wanted to ask Zola, what's it like for you, like in the past year, with COVID hitting, how has it affected your life?
Honestly, for me, because I'm not the kind of person that kind of is around a lot of people, it's been alright. But obviously, with panning and stuff, it's been pretty difficult. Like, you notice a lot of people don't have jobs and stuff anymore, and so it's hurt panning a lot. But I mean, for me, it's been kind of alright because I just don't like people, to be honest. But
Yeah.
people are going to kind of crazy, with all this COVID denying shit, and I don't know. That's what gets scary. It's the people that scare me more than anything, than the pandemic. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you know people that have gotten sick?
I'm pretty sure I've gotten sick because I got really, really sick right when it started, but and I was sick for about a month, but I didn't get tested, so I don't know if I had it for sure or not. But like I don't know.
Do you know anybody that has had it, like in the shelters or people that have been really sick
Yeah,
or
that's a big thing that's been going on. The shelters are basically full.
yeah.
Like I know people that they're just not letting people into shelters anymore, basically. So it's been really, really brutal for people on the streets. The shelters are full of COVID apparently. A lot of people are sick. They quarantine people in like their rooms basically. So you would have a 13-bed dorm. Now you can't have 13 people anymore because there's one person that's sick, right? And then it went from doing that to basically now I know people that will have they have a 13-bed dorm to themselves because they're not allowing any more homeless people into the shelters. So it's like, yeah, there's a lot of people that are suffering because there's just no places for them to go. And all the churches, all that stuff, it's all shut down now. And yeah, it's just a lot of people don't have any places to go. And the cops have been pretty brutal on it. Like I've seen a lot of people getting charges and stuff. And it's like a sweep. They're trying to get rid of like the homeless people almost in a way. They
Yeah,
don't have
well,
anywhere to
well,
go
well.
and
I had a friend who died March 16th, and the police just said he fell out of a tree. But we went to the tree, and there was no branches that were broken, and it wasn't high enough to kill you if you fell out of it.
yeah.
So I guess they just chose not to investigate, and I don't know what did happen to him.
A friend of mine actually, similar fucking story. First Bridge, he was apparently he was drinking and he fell and he ended up in a coma. And no one has heard from him. No one has seen him. He could be dead for all we fucking know. It's been over a year since anyone's seen George, and it's yeah. What we know because we're on the streets, what we heard was basically somebody attacked him and pulled him off like First Bridge, so it's pretty far up. Thank you so much. God bless. And he hit his head. There was blood everywhere, and they just chose not to investigate it because he's a homeless person, and they said that he was a drunk. He was a drunk and he fell. And yeah, being drunk and falling doesn't put you in a fucking coma,
Well,
So
yeah, I mean, with the case of my friend there, it's crazy that they like would make up a story because they specifically said which tree it was, and sent his family a picture of which tree it was specifically, and then we went there, and then there was no branch. It was a spruce tree. With the branches that were tight together, and the dude was 6'3", 200 pounds. It's impossible that he could have possibly climbed that tree and then fallen out of it without breaking branches.
no, that's insane. No, exactly. They don't give a shit about us. They don't give a shit about us. We could all die, people on the streets, and they don't fucking care. The cops don't fucking care. No one fucking cares, and especially with COVID, they cared even less. It's sad. There's the couple people that took advantage of that CERB credit thing. And you hear people going, oh, people stealing, taking money from the government. It's taking free money, this and that. It's like, how hard it is to live off of like when you're on disability. Like I know people on disability that get $500 and that's all they live off of, you know, a month. You know, so when you see people panning, it's difficult, like, you know. So there's more people panning that aren't even on the streets, because there's just, what are we supposed to do, you know?
Yeah, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, businesses are all shut down. Like, I was just wondering about, like, you know, things like, you know, libraries or like cafes where ordinarily you might be able to, you know, like buy a coffee and hang out for an hour or two, and
Yeah,
now
exactly.
you
Like,
can't, right?
Exactly. Like I said, a lot of those places are gone. You know, like St. Luke's. If anyone knows Bank area, would know St. Luke's, in Chinatown. It's a church where you can go. Like, that was shut down for a while. I think now that they're allowing people, but again, like you said, a lot of places where people were hanging out aren't allowed now. So you just see people kind of convening on the streets in groups, which is the opposite of what they want. So they're getting rid of these places where people can go and be safe, and then they're getting mad when people are staying in groups in places in public, you know what I'm saying? But they don't have anywhere else to go, and it's like, if you're trying to stop the spread of COVID, getting rid of places where people can go, you know, isn't gonna fucking help. It just makes it worse.
Well, I don't understand, like, you know, like a shelter. I feel like it's gonna get, like, everybody's gonna get it anyway, you know, like.
No,
just,
they did. Like, everyone that I know that are in shelters are fucking terrified. A lot of people that I know, like, personally, have just, you too, my friend, have chosen to just go and get a tent. To be honest, like, they're just tenting it because they didn't want to. Like I said, my friend George that ended up in a coma, he was in a tent before, and he's like an older man that's, you know, like, was already not doing very good. Yeah,
my friend that died there, he was in a tent too, like, camping out sort of near the war
that's basically
museum.
what's going on. And then now you have the fucking cops coming in, and then they're going into our camp. Like, there's just no breaks at all, you know. It's been super fucking difficult for people on the streets.
Yeah. What message would you have to people that are hearing this, either people that are hearing about this and want to do something?
I don't know, just be kind.
Yeah.
Be kind to people.
Yeah.
You just never know, right? We're all suffering.
All right. Thank you for your time, Zola.
Yeah, you're welcome, brother.